We're talking wrestling, living the dream. From Tokyo to London, across the globe, respecting the craft, we're in the know. No gimmicks or fakes, just pure passion and skill. The best talents from every wrestling hill. We dive deep into the stories behind the ring. Respecting the craft, making the fans sing. Respect the craft, making the fans sing. Respect the crowd, respect the fight. We bring the best, we can't hide.
And we are live. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Respect the Craft. This is episode number 337, and I'm joined once again by my good brother, fellow member of Cade Industries. He is the manager of champions, Silk E. Smooth. What's going on, brother?
What's
Good
going on, Raymond, my friend? I was busy vibing to your theme song like I do every month. Thank God my end of the camera is off while that is going on, because you don't need to see.
I still see you. That's the funny part. I don't know if you can see me when you're in the window.
I did not know. I did not know you could see me. Now I feel slightly foolish, but it's okay.
That is the best thing whenever I do a podcast, and that's how I tell them, like, let's see if they like the intro. And it's when
I love the intro.
People, that it's like you'll start seeing them like rocking out. I'm like,
because
cool,
dude, that'll be stuck in my head till tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Oh man, but shout out again to Stephen Cricks for making that amazing.
He did a great job. Great job. Here we go, baby. Respect the craft. Often imitated, never duplicated. There's a lot of pretenders to the podcast throwing, but I don't see a lot of contenders, baby.
Definitely not, man. Definitely not.
And some of them are watching right now.
Oh, probably. Hello to everybody.
What's up, fuckers?
We're at a point where I didn't know if this episode was going to happen tonight, because it might be a little chaotic after today's proceedings. We're not going to talk about why, because I'd rather not discuss.
We're not.
Topic. But yeah. So this is definitely going to be. Hey. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Jesus Christ.
Oh man, we might have someone watching, I guess, because I just got a comment from our newest broadcast friend, Mr. Alvin Alvarez. Apparently, might be watching. So hey,
he. You know what? If he is watching, I'm gonna say I listened to some of his commentary, and it wasn't that bad. I thought it was going to be worse. He did a decent job, because especially with us, he has a perspective. I used to manage him. He has battled with Gango. He has battled Adam Kane, so he was able to take that perspective and work that match. I don't watch anybody else's matches, so I only heard the one. But he did a decent job.
Good for him, man. Again, as much as we've had our issues in the past, I will still say well wishes, and I hope he does have a speedy recovery. Just so we could put him down again. That's all. But oh
my God,
I digress.
We can say whatever he wants. It's not like you can catch us, right, Alvin?
I'm trying to be a little nice at the same time, but it's
I don't want to see it. Just like with Percy Ryan, who went down to a recent injury, just because there's history there, you don't want to see anybody injured. You don't want to see anybody on the shelf and possibly not come back to something they love. I don't wish permanent injury on anybody.
No, definitely not. Again, this is all just fun here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. What we do is, again, making those type of little comments. But again, well wishes truly to Alvin, and if he's watching again, I hope we are sincere, brother. But again, just make sure you do your job properly on Saturday when you get to a certain point. We'll talk about that later. I have to. But again, the reason we are here is to be able to discuss all things Victory Pro Wrestling presents Blue November. Damn, we should have color coordinated. We probably should have wore some blue for this episode, but it is what it is.
I'll be wearing blue on Saturday. I'm going to break out the classic blue that I used to wear all the time. Breaking out the blue.
I got to try to find something blue to wear for Saturday. But again, reason this event is called Blue November is because of a certain special guest will be happening in the building this Saturday. It's going to be none other than the librarian herself. You might know her as Blue Pants. You might know her as the librarian. Leva Bates will be in the building and in action. So
that's true. It's a very good point.
So that is going to be a great sight to see, a match that people are looking forward to. Might as well, let's get into it, Stoke. Let's get into that match.
Let's go for it.
As it's going to be a special guest challenge, as we'll see Leva Bates go head to head with all the way from Australia, Kyla Knight here. Kyla making an impressive showing at the last Victory Pro Wrestling event, now returning here for Blue November. And what a challenge as she faces none other than, again, former AEW competitor as well as former WWE competitor, Leva Bates, independent wrestling standout. Also, standout. Like, I don't know if you've seen, but like, she can do like some amazing things that it's like, oh man, this looks like straight out of a comic book.
Yep, I did see some. This is gonna be an interesting match because Kyla lost her VPW debut, so I'm sure she's anxious to try to get a win, especially over someone who has been on the big two, as everybody calls it.
Yep.
You know, I think this is gonna be a good match. I haven't seen Leva Bates in a while. I did see her a couple of times on AEW. I don't remember if I saw her on NXT, but she's impressive, and no one wants to make a debut and lose.
Definitely.
So I think these two are going to go full steam ahead. It's going to be a good match. Obviously I scout all the women's matches, so I'll be checking this match out because you never know.
Definitely, I can imagine a certain friend of ours from La Isla del Encanto wants to have all the information on these proceedings, because I know she has her hands full that day. Though I believe she has her hands full. She'll be in the Connecticut area, I believe.
Yes.
Her hands are full, but we still, again, a call away, if anything. But
yes,
might as well continue here with those proceedings, as the VPW Women's Championship will be on the line here, as it will be the Unforgiven Salem defending against former VPW Women's Champion, the Unwilting Tatiana. This one, I'm looking forward to seeing this one here, because, again, like I mentioned, it is a former VPW Women's Champion in there going head to head with the current reigning and defending champion here. And I know Tatiana is definitely not trying to mess up this opportunity here, especially after going down with injury. I can imagine she's looking to regain something that she probably feels like she didn't truly lose, if you will. So.
No. And she has not been holding back. I'm really enjoying her new attitude. I'm enjoying her unleashing the beast. I feel she should, I know it's Blue November, but she should do maybe a Poison Ivy inspired outfit and just keep going. An Evil Flower, she's great. I wasn't a big fan of hers when she was slapping hands and kissing babies, but I love this new attitude. I really do. I am a huge Tatiana fan at this moment.
Got you. Again, like always, I'm going to make sure my words are very, very precise when it comes to talking about Salem, because, again, she still scares me a bit. A little more scary than I now know she watches the podcast. So yeah, we have to be mindful of that, because, we're going to be there Saturday. I will finally be in the building this Saturday. So,
yes,
I want to be very mindful of what I've said. About the change.
80% of Kane Industries will be in the building. We love you, KJ Mack. We hope you're enjoying your time in Florida. We miss you. We're still working on bringing you back.
I would say, I was like, hey, he's lucky he gets nice Florida heat. It's still hot over here.
He also gets hurricane and alligators and meth heads. So, yeah, exactly.
We're kind of bounced out right now.
Hell, depending on the area, he might get meth heads riding alligators. I don't know exactly where he is.
Shout out to KJ Mack, man. We do miss you, brother.
We love the King of Scots. We do.
But we continue here. Wait, we got a comment. Oh God, Joe Delgado in the chat saying, "Don't forget my pound cake." I'm not bringing any pound cake. This is a joke from my birthday stream from a few months back because
Listen,
allegedly I was sold that pound cake, and it was my birthday. No one gave me cake. Like,
no one gave you a cake. Yeah, what the hell? Hey, Joe, Joe is a good guy. He's a loyal Kane Industries fan. He's a loyal VPW fan. You should bring us cake.
yeah,
I prefer chocolate. I prefer chocolate.
Hey, bring us a cake, Joe, because Kane Industries will be in the building. And we need to celebrate because of what we'll be talking about in a little bit. But before we get to that match, I want to talk about this one right here, as it will feature Bufa AO going head-to-head with Marvelous here. Marvelous, once again, in singles action. But, okay. So, now that we're talking about Bufa AO, I guess let's address the elephant in the room here. So what happened, Silk? For the people that might not have been there live or able to watch it,
Adam was feeling gregarious.
Uh-huh.
He offered Bufa and D-Vibe a title match.
Okay.
Luckily, we don't have the power to make those decisions.
Uh-huh.
And it was a fast count. If you go back and watch, that was one of the fastest 3 counts I've ever seen. But as soon as Commissioner Fulton restarted the match, my paid assassin for the night, Zach Ramsey, took out Bufa.
Mm-hmm.
And Adam pinned Sensei D-Vibe in record time when that bell rang. So we are, at the moment, still, for 234 days now, you're reigning and defending Victory Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. You say it better than me, but you know, I had to say it.
No, of course. And again, that's what I love.
234 days. And counting. Let's just put that out there. After all the crap we went through when we started this group, to sit here and look you in the face and say that we are 234 days into a championship reign gives me fucking goosebumps.
Oh, you gotta love to hear what's going on. We got my good brother Kenny in the chat. What's going on? But yeah, man, when I saw the video, because I saw it, I'm like, because I also saw pictures and I'm like, wait, why are they posing with our one half of the championship? I'm like, wait, what's going on here? Like, what did I miss something? Did I miss a group call? Did I miss a meeting? I'm like, did we lose the championship?
We all know that Adam likes to give to charity. He was feeling charitable that evening.
Okay.
But like I said, all is said and done, still the champs.
That is the most important part.
And in beating Bufa AO, we have defeated yet another former Victory Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champion. I like to, put that out there.
Hey, again, Bufa AO, one half of the great All Money's Legal.
Yeah. They were a great team. I saw them compete many times. Great team.
Sorry,
you
Bufa,
can't expect a team with D-Vibe one time and have the chemistry to win a championship match. I'm sorry.
No, definitely not. And I was gonna say sorry, Bufa, but All Money might have been legal, but Greed is still just so good.
Yeah. And our money bought us a partner for Adam Kane that night because Dr. Sleep was tending his garden, and nobody bothers the doctor when he is tending his garden.
I did that mistake a few times, almost cost me a few limbs.
I have not made that mistake yet, but we all know that, sometimes I say shit that I shouldn't. So I want to keep my streak going of 234 days of not pissing off the doctor.
Yeah, don't do that, because not a good sight to see. Not a good sight to see. And again, that is my mentor right there. But still, yeah. But as we continue with that match, though, I'm looking forward to see what Marvelous is doing in the singles division here. And let's see, maybe Bufa AO is able to get a little bit of momentum again. It was no surprise. The new variation of All Money is Legal was not going to walk away with your VPW Tag Team Championships. But hey, maybe Bufa could start picking up some wins. Maybe go for the New York State Championship. Maybe try
possibly
to go for
is the god of Dad Bod going to be at ringside for Marvelous? We don't know that.
Possibly, we could see maybe D-Vibe is also going to be around ringside. You never know what could happen.
You don't.
Again, this is why you got to get
Marvelous is a very good competitor, and he has a 300-pound plus backup everywhere he goes. So
that is a big guy. That is
a big boy.
He's not just again a big dude. He's also a big dude.
Yeah.
Like, he's massive. So that also could play a factor. But again, like we could see the evening of the situation here with the Sensei D vibe. But we shall see. We shall see what happens. But as we continue here, we'll have another singles matchup, as it will be none other than the return of a former VPW heavyweight champion and one Eric James taking on Will Strauss here. Again, seeing two competitors that are very well known to be tag team competitors, even though Eric James has been mostly singles for VPW. We are going to see them in singles action here. And I want to see, does Will have a disadvantage here? Usually more of that tag team competitor. We've seen him in multiple times teaming, even VPW, to now see him in singles. Is he out of his element here, taking on Eric James?
This isn't the first time. At High Alert, he was also in a singles match, and I believe he lost that match to Abs. Where is his tag team partner? Where is Tristan? What's going on there? Not that I care about if another tag team breaks up, one less team we have to worry about. But they had a nice little run there. They even scored a disqualification victory over the Rat Bastards when they were champions. Where's Tristan?
Maybe he's trying to get a new robe. I know he's very much into his robes or jackets, whatever you want to.
I think he's trying to get something, but it's not a robe.
We're gonna move on. But
that's fucked up.
From talking about one possible separation of a duo, let's go to the implosion here of Delta House, or the new version of Delta House here, as it is going to be for the New York State Championship, as Dante Drago defends against Jack Tomlinson here with none other than special guest referee Nick Robles. There's a lot going on with this.
There's a lot to unpack there. No one saw that coming. I happened to be glancing out and watch part of that, and I had no idea. I had nothing to say. I had no idea what the hell to even think when Jack turned on Dante.
This is a situation where we've been talking about this episode after episode when it comes to these previews of the mentality of Jack, the mentality of where his head's at with everything, is he fully committed to this? Where is he going with all this? To see him turn on, I feel like possibly his only friend in the locker room. It's interesting.
It's crazy to me, and nothing ever comes. I'm so sorry to laugh, but nothing ever good comes from a special guest referee.
Yeah, we're
nothing.
We're saying that in the chat there. Special referees make me nervous. Yeah, because in a situation like this, I don't know where is Nick's head at when it comes
from what I've seen, he's in Dante's corner, but he has to call it down the middle. He can't. He can't, because that's VPW won't let this happen again. So he has to be unbiased. He has to call this 100% down the middle.
That is definitely going to be easier said than done when it comes to this situation here. And yeah, seeing what's going to happen, because after that heinous attack, doing that and turning his back on, like I said, someone that has been his support system for so long now. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know what is going to happen here.
And what happens to the rest of the VPW roster? When Jack Tomlinson was the heavyweight champion, he was not coming to shows. He was doing the acting thing, the singing thing, the dancing thing. So no one was getting VPW title shots.
Yeah.
If he wins the New York State title, all the guys that have moved themselves into contention for a shot at that title, what if he goes off to do another independent movie and he's gone for 3 months? You know, it's easy when there's a tag team like, say, us, where one of us can't be there, someone else could slide into that spot. or we could pay somebody off to slide into that spot. You could do that with a tag team.
Yeah.
With a singles champion, I'll be back in 3 months. That's not fair to the rest of the roster. So I'm really curious how this is going to work.
My thing is, again, still where's his head at? Because in a situation like this, it is still very unpredictable to see what does Jack do. Is Jack ready for a championship opportunity here? Is he in a clear mind to even challenge someone that was so close to him at one point? What headspace is Dante Drago in after the heartbreaking betrayal of Jack here?
We may not even get a finish to this match. They might just beat the hell out of each other. I don't really think either one of them cares about a 1-2-3 at this point.
Again, that's all going to be on referee's discretion. That is all going to be in what role Nick Robles plays in this. I know he was more acquainted to Dante Drago, but I can imagine he still also has that relationship with Jack. There had to form something with the amount of time they were also spending together, or lack of time. Again, I might be wrong.
Yeah.
Like we said,
I don't know.
He wasn't.
I feel that every eye in the locker room would be watching this one.
We definitely we would if we didn't have other things to do, because we have to focus on our championship match. But the rest of the locker room definitely will be watching on Saturday night. But as we continue here, because we do have a few more matches we would like to discuss. The next one being that championship match I just alluded to, as it will be for the VPW Tag Team Championships, as it will be representing Kane Industries, the infamous CEO Adam Kane, and Dr. Sleep Anthony Gangone, defending those VPW Tag Team Championships against the Shooter Boys, Aaron Ortiz and Anthony Vecchio, I believe is how you pronounce his name.
I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah.
Hey, boys. Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome to your Blue November. You're wearing blue in the picture there. It is gonna be a Blue November for you. A Blue November for you, because kids were about to make you a little famous. But
I have things to say.
Go away. So it's all you, bro.
Do you remember last show when I was advocating for Nahir Robles to get a shot at the VPW Women's Championship? And it was thrown in my face by Salem that she does not have the win-loss record to get a title shot. Now, that being said, this is the Shooter Boys' 4th match in VPW.
Mm-hmm.
They only won one, I believe. I don't know what happened at the Riverfront Rumble 3. I don't believe they won at High Alert, and they won last month. They weren't even supposed to be in that match. If Percy Ryan hadn't gotten hurt, it would have been Percy Ryan and David Graham in that spot. Why the hell were they even in there? Why the hell are you getting a tag team title shot your 4th match in? What am I missing here?
So again, I questioned. I know where your heart lies as well. Again, you're gonna go with clients, as I would as well. However, again, they did what we said though, asking for an opportunity to earn the spot. They luckily took advantage of a missing team in the said match, and they've earned this match fair and square. Again, I have to give it to them.
I can't take that away from them. They won the match, but they won the match against Adam Kirkland had a substitute partner, which as we saw AO and D-Vibe, that doesn't always work out.
Definitely not.
It's just, let's just put it this way. Age and experience will beat youth and enthusiasm every damn time.
I know, definitely agreed there. I got to give it to the team though. They definitely are very youthful. They are an up and coming duo, but what am I kidding? We have beaten every team that VPW has thrown our way. Dr. Sleep and Adam Kane have put down team after team after team. The list goes on, and it will be the same this Saturday. When it comes to the Shooter Boys, hey, you guys have been killing it. I saw the picture. I saw they got the stamp of approval from the current TNA heavyweight champion Nick Nemeth.
Yep.
That's cool.
That was
is
very
cool.
that's actually very cool. It's very impressive. But they haven't been in the ring with the bull, Adam Kane, and our hired assassin, Dr. Sleep. Guys 3 times his size come limping out of matches with him. I've seen guys twice his size punch him dead in the face, and I've seen him smile. These kids better be on their game.
Again, these two not in the best mood, especially after the antics that were pulled at the previous VPW event. Like I said, this is a situation where you now finally have the united front of Kane Industries. You have the team that has been holding those championships for how long still? Can you remind us that lovely number?
234 days and counting.
So
I did the math.
So there you go, gentlemen. And that does not look to change. Shooter boys, after this weekend, maybe you'll finally become shooter men. Even though that sounds very weird. I don't want to say that again.
They don't say that again. That sounded a little weird.
Very weird. It's okay. This is one time I'm glad I'm not doing commentary for a match because that just sounded very weird coming out of my.
Yeah, you're lucky I don't have sound effects over here, man.
But before we continue, what's going on? Zilla in the chat saying hello to Silk and myself right here. What's going on? What's going on? Thank you for tuning in. But when it comes to this, again, as I do every single time we talk about our championship, the team's championship matches here, we have to say it again for the lovely commentary team that will be calling Saturday, which I believe is going to be the team of Willie Thrill, Katrina Storm, and Alvin Alvarez. So
is that her name? I had no idea what her name was.
That is her name. That is her name.
Okay.
I like her out of the three. She does her job. But just to make sure, one more note for them. Again, just every time I got to make sure because they're still not getting it. So it is what it is. It's okay. It's okay. Just bring a little more respect to the commentary booth. Again, you have a microphone for a reason. Remember to be able to say at the end of the match, and still VPW Tag Team Champions, infamous Adam Kane, Dr. Sleep, Anthony Gangone, Kane Industries.
Ooh, there go the goosebumps again, baby.
So remember to say it again have a little bit of that just have that inflection in your voice. Remember why you're supposed to be doing this. Remember
a little emotion, even if it's anger. You're mad that we're still champs. You don't like us. Great. Let that come out.
No, we get it. You guys are going to be a little mad. Again, it's okay. We've made kids cry. You're going to be crying as well. It's okay. But just remember, this is why you do your job. This is why lovely Kevin Fulton is paying you. This is why radio is paying you. Do your job. That's all I'm saying. Make sure to stay.
We do make kids cry. It's great. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, kids. Hey, tough breaks. But
I will make sure that we bring tissues to ringside so I can hand them out. You know how, some people throw out candy, some people throw out. I'm going to throw out tissues to everybody who I think might need some.
Oh man, give some to Shooter Boys. They might need a Kleenex or two after the match on Saturday. But after again the hellacious match that will be, we now get to our main event of the evening here. We talked about how crazy the VPW New York State Championship match will be. Let's talk about this one right here, Silk, because it's going to be a tag team grudge match, as it will be the VPW heavyweight champion Leo Sparrow and David Graham going head to head with Bryce Donovan and Desmond Cole. And again, we've seen a lot of just heartbreaking situations currently in VPW. It feels like everywhere you look, it has been betrayal after just the twists and turns. Hey, it looks like this shows you how great our foundation is.
David Graham was smart. What better way to make waves than to take on Desmond Cole, one of the most popular VPW competitors ever? He was smart. He lost his partner in Percy Ryan. He lost his opportunity for a possible shot at the VPW Tag Team Championship. So he aligned himself with the champion. Smart kid.
I got to give him that again. Now look at him. He's in the main event. But it's a situation of, again, a little bit of that inside baseball, if you will. Desmond has had a lot of hands in the training of one David Graham. He has been a part of those early stages. So seeing this and seeing him align,
the amount of help that Desmond Cole has given to David Graham is nothing short of remarkable.
I see what you did there. But it's a situation of seeing this now, seeing what's going to go on in this matchup. Again, the grudge that has been between the Leo Sparrows, the Bryce Donovans, the Desmond Cole. You now add David Graham to this situation, who is still very young in his career, very young prospect, still making waves here, to see what he's going to bring now to VPW, because he has a chip on his shoulder. He definitely has a chip on his shoulder that
it's hereditary.
Definitely so. And that's a reason, though. That right there, again, for those that know, you know why. That he definitely is going to have a chip on his shoulder to prove his spot in VPW and prove why this is a situation where this isn't a, he's picked for reasons, you know?
No. He's going to go all out in this match. You got to kind of hand it to Bryce Donovan. No matter what goes on in VPW, Bryce Donovan keeps himself in the main event, show after show after show. Whether it was with Bobby Orlando, whether it was he was champ, he's always in the mix, and he always delivers.
Definitely so. And again, it might help that he's the size that he is, and he has a hell of a chip. Like that does plays a little bit of a role, just a little bit of a role. But no, he's someone where, again, we talked about it a lot earlier when it came to a lot of duos. When you no longer have your partner, does that play a factor? With Bryce Donovan, we've seen where no matter if the ship crew is there, if the ship crew is not there, we are still seeing how it's working out in his favor. Like without Bobby Orlando, without Max Caster, Bryce Donovan has still been a hell of a competitor, even holding that VPW heavyweight championship. And
we've discussed it several times tonight. Neither of these teams have ever tagged before. To my knowledge, Desmond Cole and Bryce Donovan have never tagged up.
Nope.
And I know for a fact that Leo Sparrow and David Graham have never been a team.
Nope.
So there's that feeling out period. You know, are behind closed doors that we would never know about? Are they training together? Are they at least figuring out a couple of double team moves? Or are they just going to be 4 singles wrestlers in a tag team match?
Also, this is a situation of for Leo Sparrow, as much as this is a tag match here, I can imagine all 3 other competitors in the matchup are still eyeing him. Because I can imagine, as much as David Graham has aligned himself right now, the end goal for any competitor when you're joining VPW is that championship right there.
Speaking of that, Leo Sparrow is smart as hell, because win or lose, his title's not on the line. So he skates through another show as champion and doesn't have to worry about losing his belt until December. Smart man. For the fact that he doesn't eat any meat, he's got something going on up there. No matter what happens, win, lose, or draw, he is still the Victory Pro Wrestling champion. Smart guy.
I wouldn't give him too much credit, because I saw him say certain comments to one Bully Ray, and that ended with him being put through a table. So 50-50.
I did not see that, but I would like to.
He's like 50-50 on the smart column right now, but it's okay. It's okay. Right now, when it comes to this, he might be a little better. Hopefully he doesn't say something that might get him put through a table. But we shall see. We shall see. I'm also noticing we forgot one matchup. I skipped right to the main. You know what it is?
You did.
I was so
We
excited.
forgot. We have to take a backtrack and visit Candyland.
We have to go back to Candyland for one moment here. You know what it is? Again, it is a stacked event. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, make sure you get your tickets now. Those tickets are flying by. And especially if you're going to be in town, because I know the big event is earlier in the day, make sure you make your way to Bayshore for VPW Presents Blue November. That will also feature.
It's 15 minutes away. Come on.
Why not? Why not come and make your way to Blue November? That will also feature this matchup right here, as it will be the VPW debut of your hero, Erica Demia, taking on none other than the returning Tiffany Avatar. And I'm looking forward to this one because this was a match we didn't know we needed here. This is not a match I've seen before. I've not seen the pairing here of these two against each other. Erica is still a very newer competitor. She's on her second official year as a pro. Someone that also, as we talked about with Leva Bates earlier in the episode, is very well known to be a cosplayer. Her gimmick, her look right now, I could see is very My Hero Academia-esque. I don't know if you're too familiar with that, Silk. But
I figured it out when I saw what she was wearing.
Yeah, like it's very like I can get it now why it's your hero. So it's like, hey, she is there. There you go. It kind of clicks. It clicks and there.
Tiffany's been doing this longer, and I can't remember the last time Tiffany Avatar won a match in VPW. So once that bell rings and the smile drops, maybe this new girl should be watching her ass, because I heard that Tiffany Avatar has to spend most of her day in a miserable situation, and I'm sure it will not help her mood at all when she comes to the building.
That is, we might see the sour side here of Tiffany Avatar on Saturday, just because, again, it's trying to build that momentum back up, try to be able to earn her way back to a VPW Women's Championship match.
And I said earlier, slapping hands and kissing babies and being popular, I'm sure it's great, but it doesn't get you wins. It doesn't get you title shots. So she might have to stop smiling and teach this new girl a bit of a lesson. Be a Sour Patch Kid. Be sour, and then after you kick her ass, then be sweet. Help her up.
Or
then knock her ass back down again.
There we go. Right there, but no, again, I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup right here. Again, when you see a new pairing, a new matchup, it's always interesting to see how those styles are going to clash, how this is going to be. And again, seeing a young Erica here, we shall see. Maybe she shocks the world, man. Maybe she does this, and hey, we've seen crazier things where young prospects end up getting that momentum, and we see a new VPW Women's Champion in the future. You never know. You don't.
I see that 6 women are on this show. No Nahir Robles. I'm going to start a petition.
Well, unfortunately, like I said earlier, I feel like it might be due to scheduling conflict, because I do think she's.
I know she is in Connecticut that day, and I wish her nothing but the best in that on that day in her endeavors. But I look forward to her VPW return when VPW gets on the ball and brings her back.
Yeah.
Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge. Wink, wink.
You're having the same issue we had with KJ. You might have to work on that paperwork on your own, so just to.
I hate paperwork. I need an intern. You got it promoted, and I need an intern.
I was gonna say I would do the paperwork for you, but unfortunately, that is not my task anymore.
You got promoted. Now I need an intern. Ladies, I'm taking interviews, taking applications. Send me your resumes. I said, ladies. I don't want to see some dude named Frank send me his resume. I'm not going to hire you. This is the part of the show in episode 337 where Ray goes, "Oh shit, Silk."
I can't say anything because these are his personal interviews for his internship. So the boss
and the thoughts of Silky Smooth are not always the same thoughts as Respect the Craft podcast.
Nope.
We're adults, especially today. Two adults can have differing opinions and still be friends. Yes. And that is as close to political as I get.
Yes.
Two grown-ass adults can have a differing opinion. I could say something a little off color and Ray can be like, oh, that's just Silk. And we can still remain cordial. Why don't you take that and put it, in other aspects of your fucking life?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. There you go. That is, again,
and this is not coffee, so I got a little heat on me now, baby.
Hey, it's all good, brother. It's all good. Joe asking, is this a paid industry? Hey, man, Joe, if you would like to know, you must apply. But again, you heard Silk.
Ladies, Joe, we've met. You are definitely a dude.
I was going to finish and say you heard the specifications needed. But you can also apply. Again, there's no reason not to. But I'm just saying you might be disqualified from the get-go. But
Joe, we'll see you at the merch table. And there's a food truck. Bring us a Modelo. I'm gonna have there's a food truck, Ray. Me and you are having a Modelo.
There we go. I didn't know we were allowed to drink at Bayshore now. Okay,
we're not.
Okay, we're allowed to drink outside of Bayshore. Cool. Hey, we still have a Modelo somehow. But again, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, make sure you get your tickets now for VPW Presents Blue November by following the link in the description down below or by typing this in right now. So it's going to be victoryprowrestling.com where you can get your tickets right now. Tickets are going very fast. So get yours today. Also, you can make sure to follow VPW on all of their social media, including their Instagram right there, VPW_wrestling. On X at VPW_wrestling. Make sure you also follow the good brother here, Silky Smooth, on his Instagram, which is going to be Silk_E_smooth_AF. So you stay up to date with all things Silky Smooth. And that is going to be it right there. And cake. Yes, Joe, you have to bring cake, though. You must bring cake.
As much as I don't want to like Joe, I just like Joe. Did I see another podcast commented? Are other podcasts watching your show, Dre? That's pretty cool.
That is as my good brother Kenny there from the Call Up Podcast, as well as a member of the Knucklehead Network. So he's cool people.
Oh, okay. All right. That's awesome.
He isn't just watching and not saying that he's watching, like other people that usually watch this podcast. But it's okay. It's okay. We appreciate the view. It all helps. It's all good.
Here's a shameless plug. VictoryProWrestling.com shop. There is Silky Smooth merch. Here's the coffee mug. It comes in 2 different colors. There's t-shirts. I don't think Dr. Sleep is on there, but Adam Kane is on there. Silky Smooth is on there. Support Kane Industries. Buy some merch. Send us a little money. Maybe we'll stop and take a picture with you. We won't smile, but we'll stop and take the picture with you.
There you go. There you go. Again,
shameless plug.
Hey, it's needed, but also a reminder. Again, come to the Kane Industries merch table this weekend because we might have a little surprise for you. So make your way to the table this weekend, and again, we'll be kind of nice. We'll be a little nice if you buy something. If not, don't waste our time. But till then,
apparently bring cake.
Or bring cake. If you bring cake, I guess it'd be nice. I guess again, Silk's reminder there. He likes chocolate, so if that gives you a hint. But again, ladies and gentlemen, be there this Saturday. This has been another VPW preview event with myself and the true manager of champions, Silk E. Smooth. That is going to be Blue November this Saturday night, November the 9th, from beautiful Bay Shore. We will see you guys this Saturday. Until the next time, as always, don't forget to be wise. And let me read the comment before I get hey, you didn't read my comment. I'll buy whatever you have if somebody can put Ray through a table. Damn it, Kenny, you gotta stop.
Wow, what the hell?
Yeah, Kenny, this has been a whole thing on the Knucklehead Network. They want someone to put me through a table, and I don't know why. I don't get it.
But unfortunately, it's the rest of us. It's our job to make sure no one puts you through that table. So
There you go. See, Kenny, I'm not getting put through a table. But
I'm sorry,
thank you guys
Kenny.
for watching. To everyone else, don't forget to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people. Respect the craft. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, everybody.